In this class, I am going to discuss about switch statement in C. So switch is known as a selection control statement. Switch is used when we have several options or choices. If you want to select one option among the list of available options, then we use a switch. Okay, na? For example, there is a board is there, electrical board in our home. Assume there are 10 switches are there for that. Okay, na? So for example, one switch is for fan, one switch is for TV, one switch is for any other operation. So if you want to switch on the TV, means only TV switch you should make it on. The TV will be enters into the on state. Similarly, so we are going to select one among number of available cases. Okay, so this is nothing but that's why it is called selection control statement. So this is a syntax of switch. So switch expression. So expression must be placed in terms of inside the brackets, and case value. Case value one. This is a colon. So if the case value is true, statement one block will be executed. Okay, na? So here, if it is false, then come to the case value two checking. If it is false, case three. If it is false, finally default statement will be executed. If the condition is true, true body will be executed and comes out of the loop. Remaining all are skipped. If case 2 is, suppose if it is false, go into the case 2. If it is true, true block of the statement block 2 will be executed and the break means come out of the loop. So if none of the above case values are true, by default, default statements will be executed, but default is optional. Okay, na? And there is a after that end of the statement. Okay, right. So this is a switch expression. This is the flowchart. Switch expression. If it is true, the condition one is true. True statements will be executed. Control comes out of the loop. After the switch, what are the statements are there that will be executed? If the condition is false, then second condition will be checked. If the second condition is true, true body of the condition will be executed and comes out of the switch statement. So like that, any number of conditions we can check. If none of the above conditions are true, so default case will be executed and comes out of the loop. And one more, default case can be any case. Default case can be placed anywhere, not only in the last. You can place middle of the flowchart also. Are you getting me or not? That I'll explain in the program. Okay. At any time, only one statement will be executed, and it will come out of the loop. Okay. No? So explanation. If an expression matches with value one, if expression matches with this expression matches the value one, okay, na? So the corresponding statement block one will be executed, and so it comes out of the switch loop. Okay. For example, suppose expression value matches with value 2, then statement 2 will be executed. If none of the above cases are not matched, default state will be executed. Default is optional. So now I am talking about case. So I am writing case. No, this is a case value. Okay. Okay. So case value. Case is used to provide an option or choice. So after case, value must be given. Okay, na? There must be there must be space between the case and value. For example, this is a case. Okay, na? Case after the case. Okay, na? Case is used to provide an option. So case 2, for example, colon must be given. Okay, na? So after case, value must be given. After case, value or expression we can give it. So for example, case A also we can write like this. Case A. Okay, na? And there must be space between case and value. This is a case and value, space must be given. Okay. So the case must be after the case, so we should write colon. Compulsory I wrote no. Case A for compulsory, this colon is required. Okay, na? Right. Next. So examples, if it is an integer case, case 1 followed by colon, case 2 followed by colon. If it is a case value may be character. So like this also we can give. Case B also we can give. The statement block may be consist of 0 or more number of statements. Whenever a break statement is executed, control comes out of the switch. Otherwise, remains cases also will be executed one by one, top to bottom. So valid expression. So I can write like this: A B case A B. Okay, na? So I can write like this: case A. Sorry, case B, and case. I can also give like this is expression. This is called as a expression also I can give. Okay, na? So case value must be constant. So this is true, this is true, this is true. Okay na. So now I'm going to talk about invalid. So I should not give like this x equal to 5. I should not assign directly. I should give the value. Okay na? X equal to 5. After that I should not assign case x. The value will not be replaced. It's invalid. So case value can be written as, so 100 minus 5 also true. Okay, so I can use case a, case b, case z also, lower case, upper case also I can use. Constant expression involving integer or character. So I can give like this also, or some integer, sorry, character and one value also accepted. Case 10 into 2 also accepted. Okay, not valued, not allowed case value. So I should not use floating point values in place of case. 3.15 should not. Strings also I should not use. Case hello I should not write. Variables, okay, now variables I should not use. For example, I am assigning a value 10 to the x, then I am assigning like this, is also invalid. About default, okay na, default nothing but, default is not compulsory, default is optional. For default case, break is not necessary. Okay na. So default is executed if expression does not match with any case. If above all the cases false, then by default it comes top to bottom. Finally case, default case will be executed, and default can be placed anywhere in the switch, not in the at last. In middle also you can place, but when you are placing default at middle, 100% should write break you should write. Okay na? So let me discuss this with the, again I will go back for understanding this. I will explain. Okay, look at here. So this is a statement up now I discuss. So switch a, okay na. So case 1, case 2. So each case value break must be there. So if I place default in above also, but when you are writing default above this, I should write compulsory break. If it is a last statement, we need not use break, because last statement anyhow the program is going to finish. So need not write a statement for the last. Okay. Now I am going to explain through a program. So hash include str.h into main choice. So choice is the expression I am writing. Choice is nothing but I am entering choice. Choice is a variable which I declare as an integer. Okay na. So I am entering 1, 2, 3. You can enter in between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 should, if you are giving it will show wrong. I'll explain. Okay. So I am entering, so the value I am entering from either 1, 2, 3. So that will be stored in the variable address choice. Now for example I am entering 1. For example I am entering 1. Okay na. So that the choice is how much? What is the choice value now? 1, 2, 3. No, choice is now 1 now. So choice of 1. Choice of 1. This is the condition must be, sorry, expression must be placed in the parenthesis. Now it is 1 now, already is matching with this. This one, because already entered 1 now here. So 1 is stored in the variable address choice. Now choice equal to 1. Now choice equal to 1 now. So this one is matching now. Now entering into the body of this, and this will be printed onto the screen. Then 100% it comes out of the loop. So remaining are skipped. Remaining are skipped. For example, I am entering 2 from here. 2. So 2. Now choice is 2. No, 2 is 1 is not equal to 2. It doesn't match. Hence, it go to the, it doesn't enter into this and go to the case 2. Now you enter 2. No, 2 and 2 matching. Then so this 2 statement will be executed. Okay na? I wrote it optional, but I can give some value. Okay na? Right. So I'll explain with an example. This is a default statement. Default means if the above are not executed, by default this statement will be executed. Okay, let me run this, you will understand. Save, compile, then run. So it is asking, enter any number. So I enter number in between 1 to 3. So example, I entered 2. Okay, what is the answer? It shows to us. Okay na. So 2, because 2 is going into this variable. So now choice is variable has number 2. So this one is not equal, not matching. This case is not matching with the 2. 1 is there now here, yes or not? Doesn't match, and it doesn't enter into the loop and go into the next case. So now already we entered 2. No, we entered 2. This 2 and this 2 matches. Hence going into the, you selected option 2. I got it or not? You selected option 2. For example, I am entering 3. Compile, run. I am entering 3 from here. So 3 I entered. Okay, then what is the answer? So here I entered 3. I entered 3. So here I entered 3 means that the variable choice has now 3. Inside the choice, how much value is there? 3. Now here 3 will be replaced, and 1 is not, this 3 is not matching with the case 1. So doesn't enter into the this loop, and going back to the case 2 doesn't match because the choice is 3 now. 3, this 3 value is not matching with the case 2, and it's going to the another case. Now I enter 3 now, so 3 are matching here, hence it is entering into the loop. So this you selected option 3 is showing here, and after that break, come out of the loop. For example, I entered another number. I entered another number which is not there actually. For example, I entered 4. I entered 4, right? So I entered 4 now. So enter a number means I entered 4. So variable choice has now 4. Choice equal to 4 now. 4 is not matching with the case 1, case 2, case 3, and comes to the by default. Above cases are false. By default casement will be executed. What is that? Invalid. What is showing now? It is showing. So invalid choice. Please enter in between 1 to 3 only. Invalid choice because above statements are all false now. So if above cases are false, by default this statement will be executed. I told you now this default is optional. Default is optional. I am writing default is optional. Are you getting me or not? Okay. Then also program will be executed. Okay. Again I am going to save it. Compile and run. Okay. Na? So I am entering 4. Okay. Na? Right. So it is not showing because in the default statement it is not executed because optional. No, this is a comment. Comments are never executed. So because actually above cases are false, by default this one has to be, default statement has to be executed. But default I did not write here. Because comment is never executed. Did not write. That's why nothing I am getting as output. Blank space I am getting as output. So if you are not writing default, it will not show any error. That's the meaning of this. Clear now? For example, I am removing this. Now it is comes on the picture. Now I am going to save it. Okay, na? Execute, compile, and run. Now I am going to enter the 4 here. What is the answer? It shows to us. So because now it is default is there now. So these statements are executed now. Clear now? So thank you very much.